guys, my name is Taylor Plunk. I am a registered nurse by degree. I'm a certified holistic nutritionist and a women's weight loss coach, and I am very passionate about all things nutrition, weight loss, disease prevention, and all the above. Today I'm going to be talking about the key main principles for weight loss and healthy living, and not just how to lose weight in a short amount of time, but how to lose weight and keep it off, because that is the key here. If we're going to lose weight, we want to be doing something that is going to set us up for success long term, and we're going to be able to keep the weight off. I always say, if you're doing something that you're only planning on doing for a short time, then why the heck you doing it? And if it's something that I cannot commit to for the long term, then it's out for me. If you want to hear about my main principles of weight loss, then please keep watching. Main principles that I want to talk about today. Number one is simply eating when you're hungry and listening to your body. Being in tune with your body and listening to your body. Some people call it mindful eating, some people call it intuitive eating. It's all kind of the same thing. It's just listening to your body and eating when you have true hunger signals. There's so many things we do in today's society that we just eat because. We eat because it's 8 a.m., we eat because it's break time, or we eat because there's simply food available at the table. We eat because we're bored. We eat because we need something and we think it's going to make us feel good. We eat because we don't know how to deal with our emotions. And we've got to stop doing that. We have such an obesity epidemic, and if we want to change that, we have to start listening to our bodies and stop eating mindlessly. We have to eat mindfully. And so eating when you're hungry is going to be the first thing I'm going to recommend you do. Listen to your body, wait for those growling hunger signals from your belly. Don't just be thinking, I'm going to eat something because it sounds good or it tastes good. If you could sit here and think about a lemon, for example, your mouth might start watering, but that's not hunger. That is just your mouth salivating. But you really need to think about, wow, am I really hungry? Do I really need to eat right now? Because our bodies are designed to tell us when we're hungry and when we're full. And your body's going to let you know when you're hungry. And your body's also going to let you know when you're full and when it's had enough and it doesn't need anything anymore. It's very good at storing fat and telling us, hey, you're eating too much. Okay, so tip number 2 is then stopping when you're full and listening to your body once more. Burping is a sign of fullness, and not eating to the point of, oh my gosh, I need to unbutton my pants, I need to go lay down, I feel sick. That is all signs of overeating. And so being very mindful about your food and listening to your body and saying, okay, how does this make me feel? Is it filling up my tummy? How's the quality of food? Where does the food come from? All of these different mindful questions play into this. Those 2 principles, eating when you're hungry and stopping when you're full, those are a part of the main principle of being mindful around eating. Another principle around eating is not eating just because you're actually thirsty. Our bodies are chronically thirsty these days because we're not giving it the water it actually needs, and too many Americans are sitting here drinking soda and Gatorade and fruit juice that's not actually fruit juice, just a bunch of sugar and things that we don't need. Our bodies are designed to have water and herbal beverages like tea. And so another principle is just making sure you're getting enough water every single day. I say the recommended amount for me is like 8 ounces every single hour, and making sure I'm getting ounces at least 1 times my body weight. An easy way to look at it is just 8 ounces or a cup of water every single hour. If you are sitting here thinking, oh, I think I'm hungry, well, maybe just take a sip of water and assess if you are really hungry or if you were just thirsty and your body's trying to tell you that you need some hydration. And another way to tell that if you are well hydrated is by the color of your urine. It should be a light pale yellow. If it's anything darker than that, drink up. All right, another key principle for weight loss is managing stress. So we can have lots of forms of stress. We can have mental stress, emotional stress, actual physical stress and injury, all the above. We can actually have a stress response happen in our bodies just from the type of food we're eating and if we're not digesting it properly. Anything that is out of balance can be a stressor to the body. Anytime the body is under stress, it is in a mode of fat storage, not fat burning. So within the body, you have your parasympathetic nervous system and you have your sympathetic nervous system. You're either in one or the other. One of them is known to fight or flight, the fight or flight response. And you can be in that fight or flight response just from what you're doing every day, just from waking up in the morning and checking your phone and seeing social media and getting stressed out and having negative thoughts. That can all cause you to be in the stress response mode or the fight or flight mode. And when you're in that mode constantly, the body cannot rest and digest and heal or burn fat and be at its most healthy weight. And so reducing all forms of stress, whether that be mental stress and talking kindly to yourself and loving yourself and doing everything from a place of love first, being very grateful and having gratitude for your life and your environment. Those are all ways that I like to reduce stress. I also really enjoy, exercising. Exercising is a great stress reliever, meditation, doing any type of self-care activities and self-love. And then also reducing stress that we get from food in general. And when it comes to food, like processed foods and foods that our body was not designed to eat, things that were typically made in a lab, that creates a stress response in the body and therefore does not allow the body to be in fat burning mode. It creates this terrible stress response and cortisol is elevated, which cortisol is needed in the body, but at the right balance. And if it's elevated for too long, that relates to a couple different diseases, but the point is you will not be able to burn fat. So reducing all forms of stress. I'm not going to go into all the other stressors today, but just know there are tons of different stressors and our bodies are constantly stressed out. We need to breathe and relax, let that tension go. Whenever you're tensed and in a state of or you're stressed out about something mentally, your body reacts to that mental stressor just as it would a physical stressor. So do your best to take moments every day to just breathe and relax and give your body a nice de-stress. So right along with reducing stress, my next principle is reducing processed foods and animal products while adding in more whole foods and fruits and vegetables and things that are natural foods, things that have come from the ground. So reducing those processed foods that are man-made, have 10,000 synthetic chemicals and toxins that again is a stressor to your body, but two, reducing animal products as they are the leading sources of saturated fat, cholesterol, and also toxins in the environment, and adding in all the missing nutrients that our bodies were designed to eat. We were designed to have fruits and vegetables and tubers and legumes and nuts and seeds and all of these things. And yes, back in the day, we did still have meat and animal products, but they're not the same as our animal products these days. They're not raised the same, and they are not butchered the same, they are not made the same. And so reducing the products we have today, and at least if you are buying animal products, making sure they're organic, wild caught fish, and grass-fed meats are going to be so much better for you, and you're going to have a lot less toxin exposure, which again is a stressor to your body. Those are my main principles: mindful eating, eating only when you're hungry, stopping when you're full, asking yourself where the food came from. Is this high quality? Is it going to help me reach my goals? And is it going to make me feel good? And then increasing your water intake, making sure you're well hydrated. Again, your body is smart, and if it senses that you're dehydrated, it's not going to help flush out toxins and flush out all the waste and byproducts that are sitting in your body waiting to come out. And you may not know that those toxins, they sit into your fat cells. And so if your body senses you are dehydrated, it's not going to release those toxins from your fat cells to be flushed out. So always be drinking your water and make sure you are not falling for thirst as hunger, and making sure you are drinking your water first before going for food, because you may just be thirsty. And then making sure you are getting enough sleep. If you're not getting enough sleep, that's going to be a stressor to your body as well. Those are my main principles to weight loss and my lifestyle. So I hope that helps. And that is it for today. Please like this video if you learned something, and subscribe to my channel so you know whenever I post a video like this. And please let me know if there is a topic of interest you would like me to cover next time. Alright, you guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.